Hi, I'm Becky Berry. I am a career coach. I help people go from overwhelmed to on their way to their next destination in their career search. Welcome to my video series, The Fridge Magnet Guide to Careers. The magnet of the moment is, take the scenic route. Look at the world through someone else's eyes. A couple of weeks ago, I had a conversation with a client. I'll call her Sandra. And she was concerned because her daughter, Amy, refused to do her laundry. There were just piles of laundry all over the floor, and she just refused to do it. So, like any good mom of a child of any age, even adult children with ADD, Sandra tried to come up with a strategy to help Amy get her clothes done. So she came up with, it's a great strategy. It was, 7 steps, and it included instructions for sorting and, what temperature to wash the clothes in for the best result. And she gave it to Amy. And Amy didn't use it. Well, I could picture Amy standing in her room with all those clothes all over the floor and going, well, I need to do laundry because, I like to have clean clothes. And she grabs her strategy, her directions. Another name for directions is strategy. Her directions for doing laundry. And she looks at that list and she sees the 7 items and temperatures and colors, and she just shuts down. I just picture her looking at that list, looking around her room, putting down that list and walking out. And I can just hear her brain going, there's no way I can do this. I can't, how do I know, how can, I can't do this. There's no way I can successfully wash a load of clothes. And her brain literally shuts down. This is not a figure of speech. For people who have ADD and Asperger's, and some people with autism, there is actually a mechanism in the brain, in the frontal lobe, that when they are overwhelmed, infrequently by a non-preferred task, their brain shuts down. It's like a brick wall. And let me tell you something, there's no way to break through that brick wall. So what do? What did Sandra do? Well, after I shared what I pictured Amy was going through, Sandra came up with new directions. There were only like 4 steps, and there's no reference to temperatures and sorting. Instead, it's get the clothes to the laundry room, put an appropriate size load, which she does know, an appropriate size load in the washing machine, throw in a detergent pod, throw in a color catcher, and start the washing machine. What's a color catcher? A color catcher is this amazing product that catches whatever's bleeding out in your laundry so that white clothes washed with red don't turn pink. And it works. I use it. Sandra had provided Amy with a way around the block. She's not powering through it. Just do your laundry. Just do your laundry. I gave you a way to do it. Gave you a way to do it. Just finish this report. I told you how I want it. I told you the method to use. Now do it. No. Wait. This must be overwhelming for you. So let me figure out, or help you figure out, a different way to success. And then it worked. Because now, when Amy picks up that list, she goes, oh yeah, I can put clothes in the washing machine. I can put a detergent pod in. I can put a color catcher in. And I can feel pretty confident that I'm going to be successful at doing my laundry. But this only happened because Sandra took the time to look at this situation through Amy's eyes. When you take somebody else's perspective, particularly particularly if you're in a situation that's fraught. There's just, you're real invested in how something happens, and this other person is part of making it happen. I mean, laundry obviously is a pretty trite example. Not really. It's a real thing. You need clean clothes. But it's not like being at work. But the principles are the same. When you move over to that other person's perspective and think, are they overwhelmed? Have I seen this happen before? What could I do to help them? And it generally involves breaking things down. Then you will experience success, and you will help them experience success. But here's the really cool thing. When you actively work at looking at things from another person's perspective, it doesn't just change your relationship with that person, which it will change your relationship with that person in a profoundly good way, but it also changes your brain, because you will find yourself in other situations and you will use that same technique. You will look at a situation that you might have previously perceived as no-win, and you might go, wait, what's going on with this other person? What can I bring to the table to help them through this? And it changes your approach for good, for better. So, as my son says, take the scenic route. Look at the world through someone else's eyes. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. The greatest compliment you can pay me is to leave a comment on YouTube and share the video with your friends on Facebook, YouTube, whatever you like to use. If you leave me a comment on YouTube, I'll respond. Even if it's a question, I'll respond. You can find me and more of my videos and blog posts on BeckyBerryCoach.com. Thanks again.